G'day and welcome to another episode. My name is Daethstro, the Aussie Geek, and this is part 2 of the knockoff Legos, what do they call it? The tip truck, aka Barry. So this is, and I just realized there was some piece I didn't pull apart. So this is going to be the robot mode for our road workers, as I've called them. I think I pulled everything apart except for these little red bits, because if I need them in there, I refuse to take them out. So we'll just see if I actually do need to. The only thing I'm not showing is this piece, which is basically I've moved the wheel. I think I moved it. No, the wheel's basically in the same spot. I just had to take out the other one. So here we go. Let's get him into robot mode. God help me. And God help me when I do the combine mode next fortnight. So that's where we want it. We want, find that one there. That one there. I don't think it matters which wheel we use, just as long as it's going to sit there. And we want to plug straight in the top, like so. It's going to wiggle a little bit, so unfortunate if that's a fortunate. And then we want to take one of these black pieces, and that's going to go, no, it's going on it. I thought it might have been going that gap. So like so. And then we want, okay, so we take this wheel, we take a flat yellow, the yellow with the gaps, and plug that on there. And then we want the flat yellow on top of there. And I'm just going to throw it. And then this is going to go onto here. So let me just lift the camera up a bit, because I dropped the camera when I was doing making the thumbnail, and I forgot to put it back up. So you reckon you just use, no, that's using too much logic, so we'll just ignore that. Alright, so we want this piece that's going to go in the back here, and then I'm going to pop the wheel off. You stay and use gravity. Then have fun trying to figure out where to put my fingers. Alright, so then we take our grey cylinders, without hopefully popping out, I'm going to assume, legs off. That goes there, and that goes there. So I guess that makes us look like we have rocket boosters. Then we want, I'm just trying to figure out where this is going. So that goes there. And then we had the same issue before where I'm like, oh, there's not enough parts. There is. It's just because of the color they used. It's not very visible. So that goes there. Then we want two of these ones. Is it going back and forwards? I think it's back and forwards. So one there, and then where's the other one? One there, right there. We take our sort of wheel arch piece. We put a flat yellow in there. And then that goes here, I think. Yes. Does it go over the top of it, or is it just sitting behind it? No, it's just sitting behind it. So it's going on to here. Now we want a 2 and a 2. And then apparently we're attempting to make this cohesive by getting, is it that one? I think that was a great, wasn't it? No. We want the flat black, so flat black there, and flat black there, and then flat grey there, and flat grey there, which they're not connected to anything. So we're doing the underside apparently. So we want, once again, this is using the teeny tiny Chinese Lego examples, if I can find it. Okay, so I thought it was a 2x2. It's not, it's a 2. That yellow I tried to use for the roof. Yep, that and that, and then we have 4. So let's do it this way, shall we? So 2 there, 2 there, there, there. And then we apparently want 2 more tall 2s, which I'm guessing are going to go there and there. Beg my pardon. And we're using this and this to hold them in place, apparently. Which I suppose isn't too bad an idea, but that's got to be, this is going to be, yeah, it's upside down. I was going to say, that's in the way. That's a lot of pressure for nothing. I'm going to be curious how this thing's head's going to attach. Alright, so, which apparently I'm guessing we're getting up to now. Which way am I looking? So this way. So we want 2 blue, 2 blue. I'm trying to figure out how these blacks attach. That one. And I want the flat yellows. So this is really going to be cohesive when it comes to how this is going to sit. So that there. A 2-to-1. Another flat yellow and a single black. The other side. Like that. That's in place. That's in place. We want grated black and angled ramped yellows. There should be another one. Like that. Then we got quite the mess to try and make his head. So 2, a red, and a black, if I have one left. A sided 2. A clamp yellow. A stick black. Thank you, Mr. Motorbike. And then it's apparently a single black. With a clamp black. Do not tell me I need to pull one of these apart. God help me if I ever actually have to put them together again. For those of you who didn't watch the first one, I literally had to use tweezers to get it in place, if I can even get it out. So we'll try it this way. Nope. There you go. I hope I do not need that. Where did I put his head? Oh, there it is. And then we want it angled thusly. It, some sort of weird ass mohawk. And then we want this so it's facing this way. Right here. Oh, hang on. Really? I don't know what made me think that was the back legs. Apparently it's facing this way. Okay. Take your word for it. Alright, arms. We want a 4. And this is where things are going to be just a mess. So we want you. Oh, do not. Oh, thank God. I just looked at it, I'm like, don't you dare. And I'm like, oh, it's not exactly where I thought it was going to go anyway. So that there. Then we have the 4, which connects there. Then we want the graded grey. And that goes there. We want the angled black, which goes this way because there is 2 different lengths. And then we want this black to go on there. Okay. Then we want this one. Yep. I feel like I'm going to be missing something. Yeah, we need to put this black on first, apparently. Put that on there so we have a slightly more cohesive arm. Get one of those flat blacks, put it on there. Grab our smokestacks. And then take our little itty bitty teeny weeny tiny red nubbins. And I should have another one. Hopefully I don't have to pull the other one out too. And put that on there. And then that attaches to this side. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a weird ball joint. There we go. So he can't lift his arm up or down. Really? Just don't look. Yeah, that's the only way that piece goes. And because of the angle, I can't. All right, I'm going into articulation territory, so I'm just going to leave that alone for the moment. All right, so we're going to do basically the same thing. We're going to take this piece, put that on there. We want, nope, too far down. Come. That goes on there. Yellow goes on there. Then we want grey there. And a 2 yellow. All right. Then we grab this piece, which is basically going over that. I swore I turned that off, but I apologize. Give me half a second. I apologize to anyone who just got their ears blown out with that. We want black. And then flat black. Single one yellow. And I forgot to put this in place. So that goes there, and then we take a black PC piece, put that on there. Feel like no, am I? No, I am missing a step. Something's in the wrong spot. Ah, that's what it is. Give me a second. Alright, so I figured I'd wait till the neighbor's truck was finished parking, and I thought I'd fiddle with this. So I had this piece back here, this piece here. It was too far backwards. So that lines up here, and this all lines up the way it's supposed to. So hopefully I've got the right way around, otherwise I'm going to have to redo it again. So you're actually using this nubbin to plug into there. And there is Barry in his robot mode. Just take a quick squeeze. Oh, it's the way that's pictured. But yes, so here is Barry in his robot mode. And realistically, he's probably the most cohesive of the lot. Doesn't have a lot of issues when it comes to, beg my pardon, to potentially snapping off, because he's pretty solid, honestly, even though he doesn't do a lot. He can, I was going to say he can roll, but he can't roll because the tires are too high up. So, yeah, he can't really roll. As for articulation, his head can actually do a full 360. Obviously can't look up or down, left or right. His left arm can go down and doesn't really move too much higher on that side. It could potentially do a 360, but due to his, let's call it the collar, being in the way, that's not happening. There's no bicep rotation or anything like that. I suppose if you want to count that as his hand, he does have wrist rotation. As for his other arm, it is very, very, very limited. That's as far down as it'll go. It can kind of get up above where the other one can't, but I have a feeling that's going to start actually, yep, that's popping things. So realistically, it's about that. Can't do, no. I was going to say it can't do a 360, and it can't even do a rotation because of the way that shoulder is. Realistically, do I have one? No. I'd need another ball joint. Actually having this joint here, like this one is, it would have been better, but he doesn't come with it. Obviously, there's probably spare parts in the other ones if you want to try that. But that is what it is. There's nothing at the waist, no ab crunch. Obviously nothing at the feet. Like I said, you can slide, but these are too far down. And the funny thing is the one that actually spins is on his back. So I don't know. Like, you'd need all this to hold it in place, but that would have been better off down here. But that's neither here nor there. Now, as always, I am not pulling the other ones apart to put them into robot mode, just for the sake of things popping off. So, I suppose there you go. You have antenna articulation, I suppose. I actually like it slightly pulled back. So, here we go. We can do other size comparisons, though, just for the laughs. There he is with MP10. Pull it back a little bit. So he's going from the top of his head, is just over the top of Prime's knee. So yeah. So yeah, not out of the four of them, he's the one that so far is less likely to pop anything off, especially in robot mode. Like I said, as long as you don't put the arms too high up or anything, you're pretty right in that regard. The biggest pain in the butt is getting these pieces onto the black pieces in the vehicle mode. If you haven't seen that, it is uploaded the same day this is. So yeah, he's not that bad. Realistically, he's not that bad. And just for the sake of it, here he is with Bob. So, like I said, I'm not putting these guys back into robot mode. I don't even know what I'm going to do with these guys after I'm done with them. So there we go. So I'm going to have to legit figure out exactly what I need in regards to combine mode, because by the looks of it, this guy's a leg, which honestly I'm not surprised about. So I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to be winging it. I really, really am going to be winging it. And the thing is, the instructions for each of them are technically in each box. So we'll just play the field and see how we go. But if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down. I promise you it will not hurt my feelings. Subscribe, ring that bell, leave me a comment. And apart from that, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.